just want to add this video. There may be some trigger warnings. I'm just going to put a viewer discretion is advised on here right now. This is your warning. If you are squeamish or you don't like TMI details, this is not the video for you. After all, it is a birth vlog. Also, I wanted to add that I could not film because multiple reasons. I signed a paper saying that I would not sign or I would not record during pushing or anything, and that's just natural. I wouldn't want anybody to see me pushing anyway, but yeah. Yeah, this is just viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Ooh, hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? See these eyeballs? Alright, come here. Alright, so, like I said, the next time you saw me, I would be doing Kinsley's birth story. Well, I wrote this on June 25th, 2021. I can't tell you how many times I rewrote it because I either remembered something or left out something or just, I don't know, wanted to put something else in. But yeah, this is her birth story. I had Kinsley on the 21st of June, 2021. I have my notes, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. I went into my high-risk doctor like I always did. They did my ultrasound first, and the ultrasound tech had asked me if my water had broken. And I told her I had some leakage the night before, but thought nothing of it. I just wanted to wait until that appointment the next day. She comes back and tells me that Kinsley's fluids in her amniotic sac are low. She takes a look 3 different times. She looked 3 different times, like I said. Yeah, like I said, she looked 3 different times, and then she brought my doctor in there to also take a look. He didn't like the fact that her levels were low, so he told me that I was going to L&D, labor and delivery, to get a test done to see if my water had broken. And my doctor's office was literally, my doctor's office was right here, the hospital was right there, so it was just literally across the street. That's all. I tell you right now, I could not find a parking spot to save my life. I was driving around for about 10 minutes and I had to park as far away from the front door as possible because there were no parking spots. But I had finally gotten there. Ashley, one of my favorite nurses there, was waiting on me to get there. She automatically got to me. They got to me right away. Honestly, they weren't busy at all. They swabbed me. She checks me to see how far along I am. I was 2 centimeters dilated. She started an IV on me to give me some fluids. The test took about 30 minutes, but I felt like it took forever. But it came back negative. But I guess they were uncomfortable sending me home, so they admitted me to be induced. This was at 10:49 a.m. At the time, John was at home sleeping. Again, naturally. So I had to call my Nana to wake him up, to let him know what was going on. They started the Pitocin at 12:45 p.m. Girl, you were just a pudding on my hand. Anyway, sorry. Girl, you just let them rip. Is that what's wrong with you? You got gas? Yeah. Sorry. I get so distracted by her. They started the Pitocin at 12:45 p.m. They checked me around 1:36 p.m. and I was 2 to 3 centimeters dilated. They checked me again at 4:51. I was in active labor at 3 centimeters dilated. At the time, my doctor had broken my water. He also put an internal monitor on Kinsley. I went from barely feeling my contractions to them becoming unbearable. Not to mention, every time I had a contraction, this little one would move, and it made the contraction 10 times as bad. I feel like they did it too quickly because my contractions were hell. And they were worse than when I was induced with Hazel. I mean, if that makes any sense, because they were coming back to back to back, and I was only 3 centimeters dilated, so I felt like it went way too fast. But I got the epidural around 6:21 p.m. So they checked me again around 10:37ish, and I went from a 3 to an 8. Like this. You want it? No. You got more gas? Here. There you go. Move your hand. Move your hand. There. There you go, Boogie. There you go, Nugget. You got the skin on you. Anyway, sorry. Like I said, I went from 3 to an 8 in only 4 hours and 16 minutes. My doctor walked in at the perfect time. He checks me and I'm 10 centimeters dilated. Fully dilated at the time. It was 11:41. Oh, poop, that hurt. Sorry. It was 11:41. I pushed 6 times and Kinsley made her entrance at 11:52 p.m. I pushed for 6 minutes. My doctor puts her on my chest for a few minutes before the nurse takes her away. She was also worried about her levels because they were 85. She put the oxygen mask on Kinsley for about 10 minutes and she was perfectly fine. They also did skin to skin with her to calm her heartbeat down because it was a little faster than they said. it would be normal for her to be at. She needed no NICU time. She's been perfect ever since. Where was I? She's been the sweetest baby. She only really cries when she needs something. That being said, I want to move into postpartum. This time, hold on. This time around has been so much easier on me because I didn't tear at all. She was only 7 pounds, so I did not tear at all. It has made it so much easier on me because, like I said, I didn't tear. So I didn't have to go through what I did with Hazel because it was crazy. But yeah, before I dive into postpartum, I really want to thank my doctor for him being there, because all of the other doctors in the office literally made me feel like shit for standing up for me, for advocating for myself and my child. And everybody just laughed in my face, basically telling me, oh, it's nothing. I was in the hospital for a week because of preeclampsia, but that was nothing. I was induced because of her fluid. That was nothing. So I'm really thankful for him. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm sure he won't be watching this, but I'm sure I am so grateful for him. I truly am. I'm glad that I didn't get stuck with the other doctors that I had, because they didn't listen to my problems. They weren't listening to me advocate for myself and my daughter, because she came at 35 weeks and 3 days. That's really early. That's a month early, because she didn't have enough fluid in her sac, like I said. But I really can't thank him enough for being there that night. I really can't. Like, honestly, I don't have the words to thank him, because, like I said, he was an amazing doctor. I can't thank him enough. Moving into postpartum, like I said, this time around has been so much better for me. At first, I felt like I didn't even give birth, but now being almost 2 weeks postpartum, guys, I wrote this June 25th. I'm almost 3 weeks postpartum. Monday will be 3 weeks. So, the afterbirth cramps have started, and it's been hell. It's been completely different with this one, with her. But they say the more kids you have, the worse your cramps will be. The nurses were absolutely amazing as well. I can tell you right now, they did everything, and everything was perfect. After I was moved into postpartum, which is an hour after birth, they only give you an hour after birth, after delivery, to be in the delivery room. So you're in there an hour after you give birth, and then they move you into a new room, your postpartum room. I was moved into postpartum an hour after giving birth. They had to transfer me into my bed because my epidural was so good. I could not feel my legs. I couldn't walk. I couldn't get up. I couldn't even move my legs. Even with giving birth to her, they had to put my legs up in the stirrups. Oh my God. I mean, all I felt was tingling. My legs were tingling for about 9 hours after I had her, and they took the epidural out. Everything was gone. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just a really good epidural, I'm guessing, but he also had to stick me twice. I don't remember the reason why. Don't ask me, I forget. But yeah. and because of my blood clotting disorder, I had to be on compression socks before and after her birth. But basically after that, I was up and walking. I couldn't even tell I had given birth. Even right now, I'm fine. It's just the cramps that get me right now. Are you dreaming? Sorry, she was breathing weird. Oh, and I have been breastfeeding. I mean, I've been pumping. Her mouth is too small for my nipples. A little TMI, sorry, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, other than that, she's been perfect. She sleeps all day normally. She sleeps all day. She's up all night though, but can't win them all. It's 4:06 in the morning. And she just went to bed. She's been up since 1. So that gives you a little bit of what I go through at night. And John's in the bed sleeping as usual. But yeah, honestly, that's been her birth story. Honestly, I'll put pictures of her, better pictures of her, obviously. I'm probably gonna do a new intro. But yeah, honestly, I haven't fully made up my mind yet, so I don't really know. Sorry, I'm exhausted. But yeah, I guess I'll see you. Oh, she's got an appointment on Monday. She lost a lot of weight. She had jaundice. She still has jaundice. It's just not as bad. I can see it in her eyes that it's not as bad as it was. She definitely feels a little bit heavier than she was. Because just sitting here, she's put my arm to sleep. But yeah, I mean, honestly, everything's been great. Honestly, I don't know what else to say because that's basically my birth story. It wasn't as bad as Hazel's. I mean, this experience, I had her at the same hospital that I had Hazel at, only because the hospital that I wanted to deliver at did not have a NICU. So they told me I was delivering at the same hospital that I delivered Hazel because they have a NICU, and she didn't even need it. But I guess it's better safe than sorry. But yeah, I mean, honestly. Boop. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go put her in the bed and catch a few weeks. I got a lot to do later today. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.